Hello, everyone. My name is Mama Bonnie, and I'm so happy to see you here back at the burrow. And to all of our new friends, hello. It's so nice to meet you. How was your day? I hope it went well. And now that you're here, my day's gotten even better. Since we had so much fun on Valentine's Day with our friend Franklin, I thought we could have a Franklin week. Doesn't that sound like fun? But we can't have our Franklin story unless we're all comfy cozy. So make sure you're wearing something comfy. And don't forget to bring your favorite stuffy. I think they're gonna want to hear the story too. And don't you? Oh, well then, are we all comfy? Let's get started, shall we? Tonight's story will be read from Franklin's A Classic Treasury. Tonight's story is Franklin in the Dark. Franklin could slide down a riverbank all by himself. He could count forwards and backwards. He could even zip zippers and button buttons. But Franklin was afraid of small dark places. And that was a problem because Franklin was a turtle. He was afraid of crawling into his small and dark shell. And so Franklin the turtle dragged his shell behind him. Every night, Franklin's mother would take a flashlight and shine it into his shell. See, she would say, there's nothing to be afraid of. She always said that. She wasn't afraid of anything. But Franklin was sure that creepy things, slippery things, and monsters lived inside his small dark shell. So Franklin went looking for help. He walked until he met a duck. "Excuse me, duck. I'm afraid of small dark places. And I can't crawl inside my shell. Can you help me?"
Maybe.
Quacked the duck.
You see, I'm afraid of very deep water. Sometimes, when nobody is watching, I wear my water wings. Would my water wings help you?
"No," said Franklin. "I'm not afraid of water." So Franklin walked and walked until he met a lion. "Excuse me, lion. I'm afraid of small dark places, and I can't crawl inside my shell. Can you help me?" "Maybe," roared the lion. "You see, I'm afraid of great, loud noises. Sometimes, when nobody is looking, I wear my earmuffs. Would my earmuffs help you?" "No," said Franklin. "I'm not afraid of great loud noises." So Franklin walked and walked and walked until he met a bird. Excuse me, bird. I'm afraid of small dark places, and I can't crawl inside my shell. Can you help me? Maybe, chirped the bird. I'm afraid of flying so high that I get dizzy and fall to the ground. Sometimes, when nobody's looking, I pull my parachute. Would my parachute help you? No, said Franklin. I'm not afraid of flying high and getting dizzy. So Franklin walked and walked and walked and walked until he met a polar bear. Excuse me, polar bear. I'm afraid of small dark places, and I can't crawl inside my shell. Can you help me? Maybe, growled the bear. You see, I'm afraid of freezing on icy cold nights. Sometimes when nobody is looking, I wear my snowsuit to bed. Would my snowsuit help you? No, said Franklin. I'm not afraid of freezing on icy cold nights. Franklin was tired and hungry. He walked and walked and walked until he met his mother. Oh, Franklin, I was so afraid you were lost. You were afraid? I didn't know mothers were ever afraid, said Franklin. Oh, well, did you find some help? She asked. No, I met a duck who was afraid of deep water. Mm-hmm, she said. Then I met a lion who was afraid of great loud noises. Uh-huh, she said. And then I met a bird who was afraid of falling, and a polar bear who was afraid of freezing. Oh, she said. And they were all afraid of something. Mm-hmm, said Franklin. It was getting late. Franklin was very tired and very hungry. They walked and walked until they were home. Franklin's mother gave him a cold supper and a warm hug. And then she sent him off to bed. Good night, dear, she said. Oh well, Franklin knew what he had to do. He crawled right inside his small dark shell. He was sure he saw creepy things, slippery things, and a monster. But he said a brave good night. And then, when nobody was looking, Franklin the turtle turned on his nightlight. The end. Well then, little ones, just like Franklin, I think we should go to sleep. And now then, and get all snuggled up underneath your blanket. Hold your favorite stuffy tight, 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 so they know they are loved. Oh, and dream some wonderful dreams. And while you're having those wonderful dreams, I'll get our story ready for next time. How does that sound? And always remember, a Mama Bonnie loves you very, very much. And good night.